Hey guys, I'm trying something totally new. I am doing sort of a get ready with me, try with me, first impressions video, and then talk you through some new product releases all at the same time. I thought it would be fun to sort of do a demo in action, as you were. I get sent a ton of stuff on a regular basis and I couldn't figure out a good way to show it to you, so we're gonna try this. I'm also trying a new lens and a new camera setup, so it's all kinds of fun and newness today. So let's get started. So first let's start with the Clinique stuff. Clinique came out with a bunch of new things recently, and they sent me, first of all, these are the new Chubby in the Nude. Now, I have always had a love-hate relationship with Clinique foundations because I love them in concept and I hate the color selection. They always pull too dark and too orange, yellowish on me. But if you have a skin tone that matches their foundations, lucky you. These might work better once I have a tan, but I like to go over here where there's really no pigmentation. You know, that's kind of awful. But if you blend it in, that's not horrible. I can make it do with bronzer and so forth. You can either use your fingers to blend this in to get more of a sheer effect, which probably is my better bet since this isn't a great color match and sheer will be more forgiving, or you can buff it in with like a dense brush. So I'm just gonna, they show that the girl in the video just sort of drew it all over her face. Oh boy. This could get really bad. All right, I can tell you right now, even if I get a color match, this is not, for me, my preferred method of applying foundation or type of foundation. Now, if you're a minimalist makeup kind of girl, you might actually love this because it's not, I like a medium to full coverage, so this is my personal bias. But I will say, it's blending really nicely. A couple of pointers here. Moisturize more than you think if you really want it to. It doesn't have the slip that I like with a cream or a liquid foundation, so there's that. It is kind of tacky to the touch, and yeah, it doesn't feel like it's set. And it is kind of showing up in pores that I didn't even know I had. I think this definitely skews to a younger demographic. It's a cool concept. You just stick this in your purse and you can touch up and whatever, and just, but it took a lot of effort for me to blend it in. I think ideally this is great for combination skin, not oily, but combination skin, younger skin, and people who like to blend in with their fingers and who like a sheer to light wash of foundation. Tarte sent me the entire range of their new concealers. It's the Rainforest of the Sea concealers, and it's a really pretty bottle. There it is. It's supposed to camouflage, here it is, camouflage dullness and dark circles instantly, and it's suspended, it's hyper concentrated amounts of pigments suspended in 20% water, so it's supposed to be buildable coverage, and it's supposed to restore moisture and blah, 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 and it has a nice little applicator, which you will see, and it's supposed to protect from signs of environmental damage and premature signs of aging while masking, not correcting, but masking dark circles, blemishes, redness, and other imperfections. So there are 6 shades. There are $26 each at Sephora and Tarte Cosmetics. To do the under eye part, I'm definitely gonna use the fair one. Look at that. That is bizarre. So look in my mirror and oh, a little goes a long way. I can already feel it's very cold and very lightweight. It reminds me of the Urban Decay. Oh yeah, I think one dot would have done it. It reminds me of the Urban Decay Naked Skin concealer, that really lightweight fluid. I think the true test is gonna be how it wears throughout the day. I don't know, the proof is gonna be in how long it lasts and does it settle into all the fine lines. I have to say I'm not a huge fan of glass containers, even for foundation, but I can tolerate foundation, I guess, but I don't really like glass bottles in the bathroom because inevitably you have slippery hands because you're touching creamy stuff and you're usually in a bathroom, at least I am, usually in a bathroom when I'm doing my makeup. So things can fall and shatter. So not a fan. I watched it happen to my sister-in-law when she dropped her brand new bottle of MAC Pro Longwear Concealer and it shattered all over the bathroom floor. It was very sad. Okay, this is a lot more yellow, but it's working. It's working with the shade I have already slapped on my face, let's put it that way. It's blending really nicely. But the criteria I have for concealer is obviously coverage and then longevity. And I guess how it settles onto the skin. So 3. Sleek had sent me a couple of things, which if you've been watching my channel for a really long time, I discovered Sleek way back when Pixie Woo did a lot of tutorials with their Sleek Storm palette. And it's a drugstore brand or high street brand in the UK, but you can order it online. I think it's sleekmakeup.com or something like that. I will link it in the description box. So you can get it sent to you in the US. But anyway, they sent me this, see my fingers all over it. They sent me this highlighting palette, Precious Metals. And I don't love the concept. First of all, you can't open the mirror all the way. So I can't even, like I have to angle it just to see my face. But, and it comes with a nice overlay. They're really good about the overlay with the names on it. So you have 4 shades in here and 3 of them are creams and 1 of them is a powder. And just to give you an idea, the top 2 are right there. And then the bottom cream is this guy right there. And then the powder is not very soft and it's right there. There they are swatched. Powder's at the bottom. So an interesting color selection, and I'm just gonna use my fingers and I am going to use this guy, the bottom left for me, and I'm just gonna use my finger and tap that into my cheekbone. Do you see a gleam? Oh yeah, there it is. So this is definitely more subtle, definitely more wearable option. I'm gonna cut out here, finish up with the makeup that wasn't sent to me, and then we're gonna keep trying products that I still have to show you. So Sleek sent me another palette. This is their Blush by 3 palette, and this is pretty cool. So this looks slightly terrifying, I know, but I have learned that the really bright blushes, when applied with a light hand, just give you a nice flush. So I'm going to try Chantilly, which is this more orange-y pink shade, with my beloved Real Techniques multitask brush. Just bounce it in there. Wow. And pat it off on the back of my hand, and then just very lightly smile and blend. Clinique also sent me a few of these lid pops. So what I'm gonna do is use it as a highlighter and put that on top of the highlight just to give it, oh, you know what, I really like that effect. Alrighty, let's get to the fun part, which is the eyeshadow. So as I mentioned, Clinique sent me 3 of their new lid pops. I have no idea how they pick the colors, but they sent me Cream Pop, which looks like that, Aqua Pop, because you know I love wearing bright blue eyeshadow. Here's Aqua Pop. It is pretty in the pan, isn't it? And they sent me Surf Pop, which is this beautiful cobalt blue. Look at that. Let me swatch these for you, just to give you an idea of what we're dealing with. Surf Pop, Aqua Pop, Wink Pop. Very pretty. Now let's see how they do on an eyelid. And let's, ooh. Ooh, it's really pretty. I was not expecting this. It's pretty pigmented. I'm barely touching my eye. Wow. I'm not observing any fallout, which is amazing with something of this shade. But this is not the most wearable look. So I'm going to bring out my trusty Physicians Formula Classic Nudes Quad. If you don't own this yet, buy this before you buy the Urban Decay Naked Basics. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm gonna take a, what is this? A MAC 217, and I'm gonna start with the lightest shade, the lightest non-white shade, the lightest of the browns, and just put this in my crease. This will help anchor the blue and make it a little more wearable, but I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty bold look for most people that are over 40. Don't forget to help anchor this blue, run a line of the neutral shade, whatever you choose, under the eye as well. You know I need an inner corner highlight, so I'm grabbing Wink, and I'm just gonna use my pinky and just dab it in there. It just brightens it up a little bit. So I'm grabbing Aqua Pop. Yes, I'm gonna layer this in the middle just for some dimension. Right there. It's not gonna do too much. It just gives a really nice shimmer actually to the middle of the eye. I like this. Okay, Pure Cosmetics sent me this. It's their fully charged magnetic mascara. And apparently you have to, ooh, it's very wet. You have to hold it on the base of your lashes, hold it for a few seconds to set the charge, and then proceed as normal. So I've already curled. All right, let's just go for it. Holding it at the base. How long do you do this for? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then wiggle it through. I mean, it's mascara. What is it clinging to other than my lashes, I guess? I guess we'll find out. Again, this is one of those things, excuse me while I scratch my nose. This is one of those things, I guess, through the day we'll see how it wears. Like maybe it's less likely to flake or smudge because it's magnetic. I can tell you this, it's very black, which is nice. It's not my favorite. I have a couple others that I would reach for before I reach for this, but I guess let's see how it holds up throughout the day, especially since I'm a contact lens wearer. Flakiness is definitely something I'm concerned about. I feel like my eyelashes are sticking together though. So if I'm making crazy faces, I am. Because I have such a crazy eye thing going on here, I want to keep it really neutral. So this is one of the new Clinique lip lacquers. I've been wearing this. This is not a first impression. I've been wearing this pretty much nonstop since the day I got it. And a lot of you have mentioned it. It's beautiful. It's like a liquid lipstick in the true sense that it's lipstick it doesn't set matte or anything. It's just like a really creamy, almost liquid form lipstick. That's what I think of when I think of liquid lipstick. So I'm slapping this one on. This one is Sugar Pop or Sugar something. Sugar is in the word. I love this. I love it. I love it. It's like a hybrid between a lipstick and a lip gloss. So that is Sugar Pop lip lacquer. I love these. I love, love, love it. Now, I have a whole lot of other things I want to talk to you about, so let me fuss with my hair and I'll be right back. Okay, I'd like to walk you through the rest of the Clinique options. So the other lip lacquer they sent me is Peace Pop, which I think is going to be really pretty in the fall, but I'm not really into a dark berry lip right now. And it looks like this. Let's really just paint that on so you get a good look. So it looks like that. And then I got these two Pop glazes. So they're like the Lip Pop lipstick in packaging, but they're sheer. They're like almost like a balmy texture. And this one is Melon Drop Pop. I like the pop idea, but it's starting to get a little silly to remember all the names. So this is Melon Drop Pop. And how I like to wear this is I love wearing Poppy Pop or Melon Pop, the original lipsticks, and then popping this in the middle or over the whole thing, just add a little more gloss to it. So that's Melon Drop Pop, or you can wear it all by yourself. And then this one is Licorice Pop. And again, not great for summer, except it is pretty sheer. It's a much brighter pink than it looks in the package. That I'm kind of like, I would have thought, So those are your Clinique options there. I think they're all quite lovely. I am a little biased towards Clinique lip products, as we all know. The final offerings from Clinique are their new Sweet Pops. I got a lot of questions about these, and they sent me two. This one is Sweet Rose, and this one is Orange Blossom. So, not a huge fan. Let's just cut to the chase. Not a huge fan. So the packaging is adorable, but weird. So one side is a balm, and the other side is a scrub. So my issue is this. I know Clinique is known for their no fragrance, friendly to sensitive skin, etc. But something this cute should have a fragrance. I'm sorry, it should smell fruity. There's nothing. Secondly, I'm not a huge fan of, in general, just balms that are in a pot. It's one thing to have some like a chapstick type balm on the side of your bed at night, but to carry this around is just kind of ick. And there's no color payoff with these guys. Like, this is what it looks like on skin. You can't see it. Now imagine on pigmented lips. You still can't see it. And then the scrubby part, like, why would you carry around a scrub with you? Where are you going to be that you can get it in there? It's gritty. You know, put that all over your lips. It's right there. Scrub that in and then wipe it off. Nowhere. So I don't understand why they have it in a portable little pot like that. The other thing is, while it is gritty, it's not that gritty. It's not like the Lush lip scrub or any of the other lip scrubs that I've tried. It's not gritty enough. So I would, sorry Clinique, take a pass on the sweet pots. They just don't do it for me. And then we move on to the rest of the Sleek offerings, which are these amazing lipsticks. These are their VIP lipsticks, and they are a semi-matte finish, and I have been wearing these. I couldn't wait. So let's just swatch them one by one. This one is called Private Booth, and it is a lovely kind of pinkish, warm pinkish nude, which I think is flattering on so many skin tones. The next lightest one is Reserved. I think these all have some sort of Hollywood theme. And this is a pretty bright bubblegummy pink on me. Next on the lip VIP options, we have Backstage, which I really like. And that's like a warm corally red with some pink undertones. Very wearable for a bright shade. This is my #1 pick. Guest List, which looks like that. It looks pretty orange because it is, but it's a soft orange. It's not, you know, an in-your-face kind of poppy shade. It's a softer orange, and it is coming up more matte. And I'm looking down in the mirror also to see what it looks like in real life. On camera, it's a little glossier than it really is. That's, I think, the light's bouncing off of it. Then, if you really want an orange, we have Flaunt It. This is very aptly named. And it looks like this. On the top there, very orange. And then lastly, if you want a bright red, this is something. This is called Night Spot. Look at it in the bullet. So pretty. And on the skin, it's like a pink red. Not really a blue red. So there, it's a little softer option for those of you who are scared of that deep, bold red. It's still bold, but it's different. So these are your options. I really like them all. I will wear them all. And then the other thing I kind of showed you, but we really didn't swatch too much, was this Blush by 3 palette. And I'm just going to quickly show you what those look like. Let me swatch these for you. Here they are on my fingers. And, all right, still don't have the swatching game on. My swatching game is not on fleek. But there you go. They're very bright, obviously, when they're just dragged across your skin. But like I showed you, with a light hand and a fluffy brush, you just get a nice flush of color. In general, I would definitely pick up more of the Clinique lip lacquers. And these lid pops, although I probably would not pick the colors I'm currently wearing, I do like the Wing Pop, and I'm curious to try some of the more neutral shades. I saw one that's like an olivey green color that looks almost duochrome. It looks, I think it's called Willow Pop. I'm gonna have to go in store and play with that at Sephora. The Sleek, all of the Sleek makeup, I am a huge fan of Sleek makeup. I would definitely recommend all of those. The ones that I would definitely skip personally are the Clinique Sweet Pots. I'm not a huge fan already of the Chubby nude foundation, and the jury is out on the Tarte concealer. It is incredibly pigmented and easy to blend. I'm just not sure about wear time. I will put an update in the description box letting you know how the products wore throughout the day. Let me know what you think of this format. It's the first time I've tried it, so obviously there's some things to tweak, but I enjoyed giving it a go. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or polite or constructive comments, please leave them in the comments below. If you have something not nice to say, don't say it. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, I've received a bunch of requests to talk about how I do my eyebrows, the whole technique. So I've just done them for you. Keep on watching and I'll walk you through the whole process, from kind of the weekly, monthly, yearly maintenance to what I do every day. So let's have a look and see how these got a little more manageable.